Welcome to Salazar Nation. This is Frank. So right now we just finished our Toastmasters meeting, and one of the things that we do is table topics. And that's when you're asked a random question. You'll know what question you're going to be asked, and you just have a few seconds to give a reply. A slight correction. You have a few seconds to think of a reply, but you have a minute to 2 minutes to give your actual reply. So what I use is these deck of cards. I also have a list of questions, but I like using these cards every once in a while. So these cards have questions on them. So I'm gonna do one. Sorry, excuse me. I'm going to do one. I said gonna. That's a filler word. So, all right. So I got the deck here. I'm gonna pick the card at random. Let's see. So you see it there. I can kind of see it. Polar bear excursion or African safari? Polar bear excursion or African safari? Which one would I like to be a part of? Well, polar bears does sound interesting, although it sounds very, very cold. And I don't know if I do well in extreme cold like that. I do like the cold, but enough where I'm fighting off polar bears or even just looking at polar bears. The last time it got cold here, so cold that the city shut down. That was back in 2021. Uh, so we called that Snowvid, a play on COVID. I also call it the Texas Freeze. And I was out of power for a few days, and I hadn't gone to the grocery store. So I didn't have food, I didn't have power. Uh, but the kindness of someone really helped out because someone sent me food after I told them, yeah, right now like we don't have power and I have like one can of food left. I think it was green beans. I didn't ask them for anything, but they sent food. They sent what was it? The not Uber Eats, but one of those uh, businesses, DoorDash. And throughout the days until finally my power came back on, that's what was happening. People were, were were coming and dropping off food or taking me out to eat until the power came back on. Uh, so I don't know if I want to experience that with polar bears because it'll be more extreme, or maybe I would. I think that will be quite the adventure, and I do like adventure. So polar bear excursion or African safari. I think this time I might do polar bear excursion, and if I have an actual opportunity for either, maybe African safari. Thank you. So that is something that I do in the meetings. It's something that we do as a group. Everyone gets a chance, if they haven't already given a speech, to answer a question. I think these are fun. And you can find these. I think this set is on Amazon. You can find them at different places, or you can just print out a list of questions. So that's just an example of a table topic. And even though it was a random question, I spoke from the heart, and I dug back to a memory, and that's what I was pulling from. So that's how I do table topics. This has been Frank Salazar. I will see you next time.